All right, what's going on, guys? So what we're gonna do today is kind of a little off topic, but I picked up this pretty cool radio at a antique store. They were like asking 63 bucks for it. I thought it was pretty cool. Thought it would look cool kind of in the background. I might use it in some like stuff for some filming or whatever. But I thought it looked pretty rad, and the tuning knob didn't work. So I'll show you guys it right here. This is what it looks like. You guys can see the front. You can see the back, see all around it. So we're gonna go ahead and rip this thing open. So I don't know, it might be kind of interesting. This thing's like probably from the 1950s, and I thought it was pretty cool. But what's going on is the tuning dial is not working. So like it powers up, the tubes power up. This is like an old school AM FM tube radio. And basically I wanna see if I can get it working. If I can't, then whatever, at least we know what's in there. And I just thought it's kind of cool to see how old stuff is built. So let's go ahead and tear into this thing and rip her open. Oh yeah. I'll open her up real quick. This is like all Bakelite, so it's like made out of this stuff they call Bakelite. These things will basically shatter if they hit the ground. But it's just kind of a cool, like old school process that they used to use. And I think it looks pretty rad. All right. Got that off. Let's see what we got next. I'll pull this little board out. That's cool. Has like a little quick disconnect for the power, so that's pretty sweet. It goes down in there. And then it looks like we got some sort of, this is like an antenna. Interesting. Pretty cool. There's all the tubes and stuff. It's kind of this antenna. Looks like I'm gonna pull off the knob from the side here. We'll just yank these off. Whoa, take these ones off. That one's on there kind of tight. Pretty cool, like old knobs. Got some like felt in there. Pretty rad. Take off this little knob on the side here. Take this little piece off real quick. We can pop that out. There we go. Now hopefully this thing will just slide right out of here. Look at the guts. So that's what it looks like on the inside. Pretty cool. Just like a little shell. That's the front. Looking at the front of this bad boy. And this is the one that's not working. Right here. This little knob. And when I look at it, looks like there's just a little piece of string tied around to make it work at one point. That's how it worked before. Boom, boom. Yeah, so I think if I just put like a rubber band around this little piece right here, that should increase my grip that I'm getting on this string. And what that's gonna do is in turn, make this little assembly right here spin to spin our dial. Just how they made stuff back in the day. You know, it's pretty neat. Like these tubes are pretty cool. And these probably glow when you turn the thing on. All right guys, so let's try this out. Just grab some rubber bands. I'm gonna see if I can't like just twist this thing on here a bunch of times. All right, so yeah, that looks like it works pretty damn good now. Little bit of rubber to it. Boop. Yeah, so there it is. Boom, boom. Should be able to tune this thing into my radio station of choice now. So let's go ahead and reassemble this thing and try it out. I want to see if these tubes like glow in the dark or whatever. So that's cool. It's kind of got this glow to it. There it is. Pretty cool. I like it. So let's go ahead and put this thing back together. So let's kind of pull that little plug piece off the back. Then we can go ahead and throw it back into its shell. Go ahead and put this little knob guy back up in there. Little knob back on. I got to figure out what that knob even does. I really have no clue what that even does. Get this back on. Knobs. And that backing plate now.
impact was almost immediate on the court, and I think most conservative Americans, most Christians,
Pretty cool.
recognize how singularly important 30 years. Well, during those 30 years, and I love that because
All right, guys. So I thought you guys might like that. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I thought it was kind of cool just to see what's in these old school radios. Just because old school stuff is kind of cool. Just to see how like quality U.S. maybe U.S. Yep, Chicago, Illinois, USA. So, anyways, it's just kind of cool to see how old stuff was just kind of made. So, anyways, guys, I hope you like this. Let me know. I mean, sometimes I put some random stuff out on the channel, so sorry about that if you don't like it. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. Just wait until I put some more car stuff out. So anyways, later guys. Peace out. Later. Right on my car right with the seats. Just really are able to flip it around, which is good. Thought it'd be kind of cool just to tear it apart because old school stuff is kind of fun. Yeah.